Hello, good evening. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now. This is Blueprint, Explosive, Exclusive, and I am Heena Gambhir. Viewers, in a significant development, the Congress government in Telangana has decided to conduct one more round of the caste survey. Now, this after the opposition in Telangana accused the Revant Reddy government of discrepancies in numbers. That's right, and that too in the recently conducted caste survey. Remember, Telangana's socio-caste economic education, employment and political survey 2025 ignited a debate over the accuracy as well as the reliability of its findings. The biggest concern, in fact, was around reported decline in backward classes population. What's interesting here is that it will be restricted to 3.1% of the population only, this new round of caste survey that's going to take place. And it's just that population, that did not participate in the first round of the survey. Remember, viewers, caste survey has been a constant poll plank for leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi. And by releasing the report, the party tried to, in a way, many say, set a national precedent. Because they've not been able to release the report in Karnataka, they managed to do it at least in Telangana. But then it faced allegations of deliberate underreporting of backward classes population. Now that has contradicted previous surveys. That, in fact, has raised questions over the methodology and, most importantly, the intent behind this survey. What was the hurry really, for the Congress government in Telangana first to conduct this survey and then table the report that now today discrepancies are coming to the fore? And now the decision in Telangana has sparked a fresh war of words. Sample the kind of reactions we've got.
BRS has been demanding the Congress government that number one, there should be an elaborated discussion in the assembly, and number two, that this is not the promised exclusive BC caste census survey which was said by Mr. Rahul Gandhi. To the previous household survey, here 5% of the OBC's reservation has actually, the numbers have reduced. BRS and the OBC organizations and scheduled caste organizations have refused to accept this caste census survey. Today Congress government has agreed for a caste census survey again to be done, which means that the previous 160 crore rupees of people's money, of the Telangana government's money, was wasted by the Congress government.
Today, the Deputy CM comes out and says that the caste census is not total, not completed. And this type of statement by the very responsible minister of the government shows that the government is not serious on the caste census, but they are more interested in political issues. And Rahul Gandhi also said that we are, there is no credibility for this caste census. It is absolutely zero. The Congress government in Telangana is trying to take advantage for the local body elections. In fact, Muslims claim that their religion doesn't have any caste. But today you are coming out with a Muslim caste and Hindu caste. Is absolutely a failure, and it is totally politically motivated.
What are they doing? Why are they not demanding caste census from central government? Are they committed to the backward community? They may be from backward community, but they are anti-backward interest. So why can't they building the pressure on the central government that why the census is not been conducted if it is incorrect? They don't have guts. Therefore, it's all BJP people and it's all anti-OBC people.
And joining us on this debate this evening are my guests. We have Charu Pragya, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, JVC Sriram, who is a political commentator, Ravula Sridhar Reddy, who is spokesperson of the BRS, and Pankaj Sharma, who is a political analyst. Good evening to all of you. Thank you for joining us here on Times Now. Pankaj Sharma, let me begin this debate with you this evening. There is political uproar that we are seeing over Telangana's decision the government's decision in Telangana to have another round of the caste survey. What does it really say about, your real intention, the parties and the government's real intention? And many are seeing this as an embarrassment for Rahul Gandhi. How will you like to react?
See, the real intention is to identify the disadvantaged groups and bring them to the forefront of policy making. So by understanding the distribution of different caste groups, targeted policies can be implemented to address social inequality and uplift marginalized communities. With accurate data in the population of OBCs in Telangana and in the entire nation, it is difficult to ensure equitable distribution of resources. This is the real intention. So a caste census will help in this regard by providing insights into the socio-economic conditions and needs of different caste groups. It is very, very clear. What else could be the intention behind all this? This is the intention.
But then why are you underreporting the numbers? That's another allegation that the Congress party is facing today in Telangana. And the opposition has not just come from the Vipaksh in the state of Telangana, but from the Congress netas also. What will you say?
See, allegations are allegations. If some people didn't participate in the initial survey, they'll be included this time. 73 or 17.5% of the population are scheduled caste, according to the survey. 10.5% scheduled tribes, 12.5% Muslims, of which around 2.5% are the other backward classes, Muslim backward classes. So, I mean, all this should come out. Second round of the survey will cover all other 3% of the population who did not participate in the initial survey.
Okay.
This will also be open for those who would want to update their information.
Okay. Rabula Sridhar Reddy, how will you like to respond to what Pankaj Sharma has to say? The intention is good. It's just that some people didn't participate and they will be included. I mean, don't see it as an embarrassment is what the Congress party is saying.
Intention must be sounding good, but the way it was done, it is doubtful. From the day one, we have raised objections on the process and the way it was done. And the numbers which were declared after the survey and the report which was tabled in the assembly is full of flaws. And BRS seriously doubted the not just the intention, the process and the way they have done the survey. Now that after the survey, many BC associations and OBC associations and BRS party, we all have raised objections. We have actually demanded for a resurvey because 3.1% people have not given the data, and the remaining 96.9% also, they did not given the data properly because there were many questions asked in the questionnaire which was not relevant to the caste census at all. So, and the entire process raised doubts over the sincerity of the Congress party in doing this particular survey. And today, at least they have realized their mistake and ordered for a resurvey to collect the data from the remaining 3.1%. At the same time, just by passing a resolution in assembly is not going to help the cause. There you actually have to prove your sincerity. You have to bring in that kind of a pressure on the central government for the bill to be passed. So today, at least in this survey, I demand the Telangana government to adopt a proper process to collect the information. Just by a political statement is not going to complete. If you are sincere to the cause, work it properly, because the last numbers which you have declared were not right at all, and there were many discrepancies in it, and it was not accurate. At least this time they should do it properly, bring out right numbers, and be sincere towards the cause, not just political mileage.
Okay, so you're expecting that now after this second round of survey is conducted, perhaps we will get more clarity, and you're seeing this as an outcome of the kind of pressure that was put on the Congress government in Telangana. Okay, let me go across to Charu Pragya as well, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Charu Pragya, we've seen Rahul Gandhi often using this issue of conducting a caste census or a caste survey, not just in Congress-ruled states, but across India as a poll plank, which started sometime around the Lok Sabha elections last year, and it has continued even now in the parliament. Whenever he speaks, he talks about caste survey. So how should we read what happened in Telangana? Do you think perhaps Congress party was in a hurry to set a national precedent, and that has now gone wrong?
Good evening, Heena, and thank you for having me on your show. It's been quite a while. Let's understand one thing. Rahul Gandhi has become obsessed with caste to a point that he seems to be incapable of speaking about anything else at all. And this is one step further in the kind of insanity he's showing in repeating one word again and again and again. What was this entire survey about? It was not a survey, it was a scam. Congress has been capable of many, many scams, but I never thought that a census is also going to become a scam under Congress. They have spent 160 crore rupees. Spent, no, they have wasted 160 crore rupees. What is the end result today? A caste census which Congress MLAs and MPs and ministers don't agree with. They have had massive discrepancies, not just the number of people who have been left out, but they show the Muslim population to be reducing. Is that possible? They are not even mentioning the Christian population in the state. Is that even possible? We are asking for some very simple things. One, don't use a survey as a means of satisfying the ego of your leader. The second thing is link it to the Aadhaar. Do a door-to-door census. Make sure that you take it down to the level of the Gram Panchayat. Do it in an ethical, honest manner, at least, if you want to spend this kind of money. Because there has to be accountability of money spent. And honestly, this conversation of caste again and again has been negated by the country. Time and time again. Every election, Rahul Gandhi has lost. And Rahul Gandhi's party has lost. At last count, he stood at 90. He's about to make a century, and he has been going on about that one point again and again. My issue is that you are trying to gain political brownie points. And second, you are using this as a tactic to delay the local body elections. It is just a tactic. You're going to do the survey again. You're going to delay the elections. You know why? Because you've not delivered on any of the poll promises that you won the election with.
It's a delaying tactic. Pankaj Sharma, I want you to respond to that, and then I'll go across to JV Sriram. Pankaj Sharma, please respond to the points raised by BJP's Charu Pragya here. Not a survey. BJP has called it a scam. Taxpayers' money has been wasted. It's very convenient for the Congress party to come out and say that some section of the population was left out. But the point is, why? What was the hurry really if you were not prepared to conduct a proper caste survey? Was it only to oblige the leaders in the national capital as being claimed by the BJP?
There was no hurry. There was no hurry. It was all pre-planned, well decided. See, can you deny the fact that caste-based discrimination is still prevalent in almost all parts of India? Our entire political system is heavily overshadowed by caste structures. There is caste consideration during the ticket distribution for elections, even in BJP. Political parties, BJP also appoint their organizational office bearers keeping caste factor in mind.
Charu wants to respond to that point that you're making. Charu.
Establishing a caste
obsessiveness to a point where you're losing state after state, election after election, and you still go on and on about caste. Please, the people of India have spoken. Understand that this is not the kind of divide they want at all anymore. And every time you talk about a caste census, you are including Muslims in the backward classes. Why are you doing that? Nothing about this is fair.
Sriram,
it's a scam, fair and square.
And JVC Sriram, Congress party indeed had an opportunity to set an example for the entire country. I mean, they have not released the report in Karnataka, but in Telangana, they were quick to release the report as well. And the intention, as Pankaj Sharma was also mentioning earlier, intention is to, find out the disadvantaged groups and ensure they get the benefits that they are supposed to. But then look what has happened in Telangana. How will you like to respond?
Good evening, Heena, and good evening to my fellow panelists. The first thing which I would like to ask is, as Pragya rightly asked, are there no Hindu Christians in Telangana? Are there no Hindu Christians? And point number one. Point number two, how come 50% of BC population will come down? How will it come down? Number three, what will you do with this survey? Mr. Pankaj Sharma, how many OBC chief ministers have been there from Congress party? Do you have any idea? You had seven Reddy CMs, one Brahmin CM, one Velama CM, and one Dalit CM in 1960s for 2 years. Reddy is a minority population. Velama is 1% population. And Brahmin is probably 4 or 5%. OBCs constitute more than 50%. You keep saying no. As many people, as much resources, as much power. You can't give one OBC the CM. What will you do with this survey? What will you do? What will you achieve? Because BJP as a party has announced that if we are going to come to power, the majority of Telangana people are OBCs, and we will make an OBC a CM. And still, when you won a mandate, you gave only 2 BCs ministers.
Pankaj Sharma, will you like to respond? I have last 30 seconds left on the debate.
OBC CM.
See, making OBC the chief minister is a different thing. Giving participation in everything to OBCs is a different thing. Last census is there so that you can make some OBC a chief minister. This is absurd. I mean, the
caste census is there to ensure jitni abadi utna hak, as being claimed by Rahul Gandhi. But the question is, you're not able to even conduct a caste survey properly. That says a lot about the methodology, the intentions really as being raised by the opposition and some within the Congress party as well. I'm completely out of time, but thank you all of you for joining us. Charu Pragya, JVC Sriram, Rabula Sridhar Reddy and Pankaj Sharma. Appreciate all of you for joining us here on Blueprint Explosive Exclusive this evening. We'll slip into a very, very short break, but this is going to be our top focus ahead as well. Don't go anywhere.